It is an absolute firecracker!
All right, what's up, guys? Thanks for returning to the Box to Box podcast. As always, I have Shane Altus with me. What's up, Shane?
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
And Mike Debkowski. Dabs, how we doing?
Good. How all you guys doing?
Brian Brennan doing big things today. I'm not sure what's going on.
No show.
Missing. He's gonna miss the first couple of podcasts as we get here to the elimination round, the round of 16. We finally made it. We're excited. We know a good amount about these teams now. But first, we kind of wanted to look back at our picks from the group stage. We're gonna just count total teams moving on. Shane is in the lead with 12. Brian and I are tied for second with 10, and Mike has 9. So we're all pretty close. Shane, I want to give you a lot of credit for that Algeria pick. I really laughed.
Yeah, that was nice.
In that last Group H one, so I'll give you credit there. Cheers.
Attacking style. Yeah.
Any credit for my Greece pick? Any credit at all?
Listen, I love Greece. I said I liked them. I just didn't pick them. So congratulations, Mike. If that's what you want to hear about that. Shane also picked Chile and the Netherlands to move on. So.
I wish I committed to that Costa Rica getting 3 points and then another 4 after that.
Yeah, I went over in that group. What up?
Yeah, that group was not good.
Ouch.
England really showed up.
So those are our picks in that group. We're gonna first look at the first 2 games on Saturday. The favorite, Brazil, faces off against Chile. Brazil obviously was the winner of Group A. Chile finished runner-up in Group B, which many call the actual group of death, with Spain actually going out, Chile finishing runner-up, Netherlands won. How do we feel about this game, guys? I mean, we talked a lot about Brazil in the first podcast, about the pressure. They looked great. Neymar leading with 4 goals, tied with Messi. They don't look like they're having any problems really moving the ball or doing anything productive. Shane, what do you think about this game?
I'm not as convinced with Brazil. I think in the first 2 games, they really didn't look too good. They finally began to turn it on against a Cameroon side that everyone was just beating up on the Lions in that group, and it was bad. Like we said, I think we said it in the first podcast, is that Fred's going to be a key for this team, and besides his 1 goal, he's been relatively quiet.
He keeps diving like that, though.
Is this maybe Brazil just has a perfectly timed run right here, and they run through the elimination round all the way to the finals?
They are on the difficult side of the bracket. I mean,
there's a lot of good teams on that side.
Yeah,
a lot of good teams.
You want to be on the other side of the bracket, but still,
which were the U.S.'s.
You get through it. Mike, what do you think?
Well, like you said, Neymar's tied with the leading goals right now, but he's also in the lead by himself with time spent on the ground in this tournament.
You love that.
I love it. He takes a lot of contact and he milks it for all it's worth. He likes to stay down and draw those yellow cards. But obviously Brazil could do some danger on free kicks, which is good for them. I think Chile's midfield is really going to cause them some trouble. I think they're high pressure.
Syria.
I think this is an unbelievable game to watch. I can't wait to get it started, but I do think the refs, before it's all said and done, are going to have some part to play in this. And if it's a 50-50 call, it's going Brazil's way. It is FIFA. If it is a 50-50 call, it's going Brazil's way. And I think because of that, Brazil is probably going to sneak by this one, even though I want to pick Chile really badly.
Oh, yeah, we'll do picks then. So, Mike, you're picking Brazil.
I think Brazil's going to take this one.
Thin margin?
Real thin. I think they might get one in extra time. I think it will go to extra time, though. So.
Really? Okay, you think Chile gets a goal?
Yeah, I'll say 2-1, but...
All right, Shane, what do you got?
This is going to be tough. Alexis Sanchez has looked so dangerous throughout the tournament. Like I said, I think he's going to be moving on out of Barcelona to another club. My heart wants to go with Chile, but my head's telling me to go with Brazil. I think 3-2, and what's probably one of the most thrilling matches of the tournament.
Yeah, Shane, I'm kind of with you on this. I think they're going to be goals to be scored. Chile's playing confident. I mean, they knocked Spain out. They had a decent game against the Netherlands. I just think Brazil's too confident. I don't think they're worried. I don't think there's any. They're feeling the pressure right now, and I think while they will have more difficult times ahead, I think they end up winning this one 3-1, maybe 3-2. So I guess I disagree a little bit with you, Mike, about how many goals are going to be scored. But I do think Brazil moves on.
Clean sweep with Brazil then for us. So.
let's move on to the second game, which is at 4:00 Eastern time. Colombia and Uruguay.
Just
A lot
another
of news
fantastic
about
game.
Uruguay. I mean, Suarez is
About
hungry.
what?
Kemba's hungry. Now
Not
Suarez is
playing?
hungry. I just don't know. I just don't know what this team is going to be like without him. I mean, it seems like a lot of those players don't even really like him, and we're kind of annoyed about this whole thing. He's a crazy person, obviously. Colombia looks like the best team in the entire tournament right now.
They
Mike,
look fantastic.
What do you think about the game?
Well, Colombia is just embarrassing me right now, bud, because I didn't pick them to get out of the group stage, and they
That's
do
why I
look
didn't bring up
that
Greece,
fantastic. Yeah, they do look fantastic. I think Uruguay is going to be lost without Sanchez up front. Cavani isn't looking that good; like he's a threat to score all the time. Suarez was really their go-to guy up there. Their midfield's lackluster. Their defense has been stellar, though. Their center backs are scoring goals, but I think Colombia is just having way too much fun. Everything's clicking for them. I think they're going to put up a good amount of goals and probably blow out Uruguay.
Shane?
Yeah, I mean, like Mike said, Colombia's having fun with it. They had probably the best choreographed dance celebration in the opening round, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're two wing players, Cuadrado from Fiorentina and James Rodriguez for AS Monaco, have just looked so dangerous. And
Stellar.
I think it's really gonna cause problems for Uruguay in this one. And like I said, Cavani is, or like Mike said rather, Cavani is certainly capable of stepping up and filling the void at the striker role for Suarez. But at the end of the day, I think there's just way too much firepower. There's an actual team sense, and I think with the whole Suarez biting incident, in the rearview mirror, I still think it causes problems, and I don't see them. I don't really actually see this one being too close. I think you see, 3-1 Colombia with it not even being that close on the pitch.
Yeah, I agree that I think Colombia is going to win the game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means. I know Colombia's kind of run through the group stage, but I think they're going to have to face some adversity at some point. I think this is a tough Uruguayan team. They've got a lot of great players on the team, and they're not just going to fall over because Suarez bit somebody. I just think that they have more heart than that.
There's too much controversy floating around now.
James Rodriguez, I want to make this comparison, is the Mesut Ozil of this World Cup. I think he's just going to earn himself a bunch of money. I mean, Shane, you know better than either of us, or Mike, maybe you too. Is he on his way to a new club maybe soon with a big pay raise? He's looked awesome.
AS Monaco's got Champions League football this year, finishing second in League. He's playing with his countryman Radamel Falcao.
Falcao wants out though too. They don't play in front of any fans. It's an empty stadium.
Speaking of Falcao, they haven't missed him at all. Which I mean, he was. No. I guess a lot of people thought he was their best player and out with the knee injury, and they haven't missed him at all. Jackson Martinez finally scored a goal, first one since like 2009 for the country. So, like I said, I think they win 2-1. I think they win 2-1, and I think it's closer than people think. But I do think I think Colombia is a dark horse. I really do. I didn't believe that they could win it all in the beginning, and I certainly do now, or at least that they're in a contention to make the final. So we're all going with Colombia.
I think Colombia blows them out 4. Yeah, I think they blow them out 4-2.
Man, all right. Well, that does it for the first two games on Saturday. Stay tuned. We'll break down the next two games on Sunday between the Netherlands.
Maybe we'll get Brian back.
I'm so mad they moved on. And Shane and I's Mexican.
I can't wait to talk about
Herrera is my favorite person in the entire world. So check out that. We'll also check out Greece and Costa Rica as well. So thanks for checking out the Box to Box podcast. We'll see you guys later.
Later.
All right, cheers, boys.